way that would help them. Okay. Good morning, all, and welcome to this capstone event organized by Kenya Private Sector Alliance, Google, and Mzizzi. The overall objective of this event is to support business access digital tools and resources necessary to spur their growth. So this goal resonates very well with KEPSA's core mandate of promoting business and country's competitiveness as a way of enhancing economic growth and job creation. Since the beginning of COVID pandemic, early this year, the private sector under the leadership of Kenya Private Sector Alliance took lead in helping business mitigate against the effects of COVID-19. To this end, we have had several interventions and several strategic partnerships that have been forged to support youth businesses and those that are owned by women to mitigate through this situation. Micro and small enterprises account for over 90% of businesses in Kenya. They also create over 80% of jobs, especially for youth and women, contributing well over that 3.8% of gross domestic product. Therefore, according to them, the necessary and maximum support is critical in ensuring that they remain resilient, but also are able to grow and create additional jobs. Nigeria Digital Program, which is one of the flagship projects implemented by KEPSA in collaboration with the Ministry of ICT, Innovation and Youth Affairs, aims at creating awareness to the micro and small enterprises on opportunities that are available through digitizing in order to build trust and confidence, and especially on the ever-growing e-commerce sector. So this partnership with Google on Grow Google initiative on the MSC support aims at establishing strong online presence for businesses so that they can have transformative impact on the businesses they are carrying on, especially at this time. So we see this as a beginning of a long journey where we are unlocking opportunities through availing various digital tools and resources that build the capacity of entrepreneurs in the SME sector. Bringing in together partners such as Mzizzi and Google ensures that we create a cohesive ecosystem that supports micro and small enterprises as they go digital. So reaching a wide customer base, selling more online, and expanding to international markets, whose otherwise would have been difficult in the offline type of transaction. So as a digital program, we are extremely excited for this partnership and this event today, and we look forward to productive and mutually fulfilling conversations. I would now like to invite Mr. Devi from Mzizzi to make some remarks. Welcome, Devi.
All right, thank you, Dr. Ehud, and thanks to the rest of the team. So welcome, guys. I'm Davey. I'm founder and CEO of Paytree and Mzizzi. So at Paytree and Mzizzi, what we do is we enable small and medium businesses to be able to build e-commerce platforms and the presence, basically for them to be able to grow their businesses. So what we do is we are able to provide a business with a free online shop that comes already with inbuilt payments and has a logistics component so that they do not have to worry too much about how they're supposed to do the deliveries across the country. For today's session, which is primarily going to focus on branding, I believe the team at Google is going to introduce various aspects of how you can use Google in collaboration with your existing website, e-commerce website, to be able to build a brand and a proper online presence. Just to touch on a few key pointers, which will be important for you to remember as you build your brand. Your brand is what gives you an identity. It's what makes you recognizable out there to your customers and to your partners. So it's important for you to look at certain elements that build into the personality of your brand. There's a reason why we're able to recognize certain brands by their colors, whether it's red or green or blue. It's because that goes into the things that are used to build a brand. from researching your target audience, your customers. You should be able to pick a unique selling point in a way that is recognizable. Find a business name that works for you and that is also easy to pronounce, to spell. You should be able to, again, have good colors, a proper font for your business. Good logos are important. Logos create a recognizable face. People remember brands through their logos. That is basically the face of the logo. And once that is done, we should apply these efforts across the whole brand. So finally, I think what we would like to remind you, it's very easy to get an e-commerce shop. It's free on Mzizzi. So it's mzizzi.com. And from there, once you set up your own e-commerce shop, you're able to brand it with your colors, apply your logos, sell your products in a way that is both recognizable and cohesive. And at this point, I'd like to hand over to Wilfred to take it from here. Thank you, guys.
So good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for that introduction. My name is Wilfred Omundi, and I'm happy to be here today to share with you some of the tools that we can be able to use to build your brand online. So I'll just Great. Thank you so much. And sorry for that technical hitch. I'm glad we have been able to have it sorted. So as I did say, my name is Wilfred Omondi, and I'll be glad to walk you through today's session on how to brand or how to build your brand online. So I work for a company called Africa 118, where we have been supporting businesses in collaboration with Google to bring them online on Google My Business through verification. So I'll go straight into today's topic, where we'll be looking at building your brand online, and we'll be looking at a specific product offered by Google, which is Google My Business. So my presentation will be in 3 points. So I'll start with why, with what Google My Business as a platform is, and then I'll move to why it's important to have that business profile and how it can help the merchants today in terms of e-commerce. And then lastly, we'll look at how you can be able to set up that business profile. So starting with what Google My Business platform is, this is an online business profile that gives you access to Google Maps and Google Search. So if you are online and you're looking for any piece of information, there is high chance that you'll go online onto Google Search and look for that information. If you'd like to navigate around from point A to point B, there is high likelihood that you'll be using Google Maps. And so these two important platforms, we get access to them, or the business owner gets access to them when they're able to list their business onto this Google My Business profile. So on the left-hand side of my screen, you're able to see how a business that has been listed on Google My Business will be able to appear on search. And on the right-hand side, you're able to see how that same business will be able to appear when it's listed on Google Maps. So that is the word of Google My Business as a profile, giving you a business profile both on Google Search and on Google Maps. And straight, I'd like to look at why it's very, very important to have a business profile on Google My Business. So I'll start with a little bit of analytics on some of the importance of having your business profile onto the platform. So if you have your business profile on Google My Business, then there is a 38% that you'll be attracting local visits. So these local visits are people coming into your shop either to make inquiries or to make sales. In addition to that, you get a 29% more likelihood that this 38% of people who are visiting your local store will translate into a purchase. Okay, so that is how important it is in terms of having your business profile on Google. So you more of people visiting your store maybe to make inquiries or ask questions. In addition to that, you're increasing your chances of making a purchase. So that is one of the most important reasons as to why you need to be on the Google My Business platform. And today, those who are joining us live on this call, I'm sure that one of your objectives, apart from helping your clients, is to be able to make sales for whatever product that you're offering. The second thing is that in terms of traffic, so you'd always want to showcase your product where there is traffic so that you have access to a huge number of people who are able to see your product. So Google My Business offers exactly that. If you look at the traffic that is directed in terms of web visits, so when you create your profile on GMB or on Google My Business, you're able to link it to your website. So traffic that is coming from Google My Business onto the website that you've linked it to is about 100 billion in a month. And calls that are made are about 1 billion, and we have 3 billion people asking for directions from the same platform. So what you're able to see on this slide is that there is traffic on Google My Business. Hence, the reason why you need to consider it to have your business profile on it. And just to mention that in the recent study that was done in September 2019, we noticed that Google as a search engine has about 97%, actually almost 98% of market share. So which means almost 98% of Kenyans mostly prefer to use Google search when they're looking for information. So that is how important it is to have your business profile right on Google My Business. And in terms of product information, or why it's important to have your business profile, majorly there are 3 things that the business platform, Google My Business platform, offers you as a business owner. So the first one is the ability to stand out. So just by ensuring that you have all the necessary information that a consumer might need when they are looking for information online is very, very key. And Google My Business presents you with exactly that. So you're able to list photos of the products that you're offering. You're able to list photos of the storefront of the business that you are in. You're able to share basic information that a consumer might need. So when I'm a consumer, I come online, I'm looking for information that is necessary, that I need, maybe to reach out to a business. Definitely, I'll go for a phone number, maybe to make an inquiry, or just visit their shop, know where they're located, and I'm able to get all this information from a single point of having a Google My Business profile. In addition to that, you're able to engage with customers. So there are quite a number of tools that you can use presented by Google My Business that allows you to interact with your customers. Some of them, just to mention a few, is the ability for customers to review your services and give feedback, the ability to send direct messages in terms of inquiry, and the ability to share posts which you can use to push products that you're offering. And then last but not least, which again is very, very important, is the ability to generate insights. And we'll be able to see how these insights can help you as a business owner who has an e-commerce platform to even be able to do more sales. So having those 3 important reasons as to why you need to have a Google My Business platform in mind, I'd like to look at some few features that will be very, very key and beneficial to somebody who has a Google My Business profile and somebody who has an online store already. So starting with the first one is that once you've created your business profile, you'll be able to update that information. So which means the basic information that a consumer might need, they'll be able to have it firsthand if you update it on your business profile. So that starts from business description to linking your website or your storefront to the Google My Business profile, to making sure that you have a working phone number. All this information, you're able to update them and they will be visible to the consumer. Therefore, it makes it very, very easy for the consumer to reach out to you when they need of your products. Another thing that you can be able to do as a business owner, a merchant who has already a storefront, is that you can be able to share promotional posts. So assuming today you do have an offer that is running, we know very, very well that we're in the month of November and Black Friday is something to run by. If you had products that you're selling and offers that you're running, you can be able to share this with your audiences using the Google My Business posting capability. So that allows you to be able to reach quite a wider audience. And if you're able to reach a wider audience, it means that you have more visibility, which can then translate into sales. Another feature that you can be able to take advantage of is the idea of having insights. So Google My Business as a platform allows you to collect insights that are relevant to your business if you use them. So for example, you already have an online store and you'd like to make more sales. One of the ways to do that is to promote your products on, say, Google Ads, which my colleague will be able to touch on. When you are promoting your product, great. So thank you so much for staying tuned. Just to continue with the rest of my presentation, I've discussed a point where you are able to use analytics to help you grow your business in terms of advertising. In addition to this, what you can be able to do with these keywords is to incorporate them into the promotional messages that you share. So again, that one enables you to reach quite a wider audience, which means increased visibility. And that increased visibility translates eventually into sales. Another important thing is the idea of reviews. So as I was mentioning earlier, if you've ever done any online shopping, there are some key things that you always look at before we even settle on which product that we want to get and from who. So of course, price always comes at the top of the list, but reviews as well are always important. So you'll always look for the price of whatever product you're looking for, but again, look at what people are saying about either that supplier or that specific product. So that brings in the bit of having reviews. So the ability for people to review your business is very, very important, especially if you have an online store. And making sure that as many people as possible review you. And if you're offering adequate services and good services, then it means you'll get better reviews. And if you get the better reviews, then it means you're increasing your chances of selling more. So those are some of the few things that I wanted to share with you as to why it's important to have a Google My Business platform and some of the few tools that come in handy when you're using Google My Business as a platform. So on the last bit of my presentation, I'll be looking at how you can be able to set up this platform. So within this collaboration, we have set up a process where we'll be helping businesses to be able to get mapped on Google My Business. So what you need to do is that we provided a link, which is bit.ly, and this link will be shared on the chat description. So it's bit.ly/GMB for KEPSA. So once you go to that URL, you'll be able to feed in the information that we are requesting that enables us to create for you a Google My Business. Once you've filled in that information, you go ahead and submit it. So when you submit it, we have a team that is set up that is fully dedicated to ensure that you are fully supported. So this team will reach out to you and set up your profile and verify it on your behalf. In addition to that, once it's verified, they'll be able to send you an invitation to take ownership of your profile. Because it's very, very important for you to be able to take advantages of what I've just mentioned earlier, the ability to stand out, engaging with your customers, and using the analytics. You can only be able to do that if you have access to your business profile. So we'll send you an invitation to take ownership of your profile. And once you have ownership, then you'll get full access to your business profile. And that would be a continuation of the growth that you'll witness on your business. And then last but not least is at any point, if you have any questions or you need any support that you wish to be helped, then just feel free to reach out to us and we'll be glad to support. So in terms of helping you to create the business profile, that is the process that we have in place. Again, the link will be shared with you on the chat box. Just make sure that you click on it and enter the information that we are requesting you to share with us. So with that, I'll come to the end of my presentation. And I know quite a number of you will be having questions. So at this point, I'd like you to just ask those questions on the chat box or on the comment section, and we'll be able to pick them towards the end of this discussion and respond to them. So with that, thank you so much. And I'd like to introduce my colleague, Titus. So Titus will be glad to take you through how you can be able to do more with your business using Google Ads. So thank you so much.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Titus Minor. I'm the head of digital marketing at Africa 118. I'm also very glad to be here. Welcome. I'll be talking about creating awareness and about Google Ads. So welcome. Let's go ahead. So I'll talk about a product by Google called Smart Campaigns. I know everybody in this call knows something about Google. So Google has many things that they do, but the core business of why they were created was to make sure that users searching for specific services are able to get these services. Basically making sure that what you're searching for is actually what you're going to get. So Smart Campaigns will bring a certain feature which makes sure that advertisers are able to get to the people looking for their services online. So it's very easy now that statistics show that 97.7% of Kenyans use Google as their primary search engine. And you know, of course, many other people, it becomes very natural for us to go to Google to search for solutions to any issue that you have. And that by extensions goes to the businesses. So that means, for example, if you have a business, if someone needs a service, nowadays we go to Google and request for any help, for any solution, and that's where now a business comes in. So we start by defining what Google Ads are. It is basically an online advertising product that helps you attract the people to your website when they are looking for that specific service. So very perfect. It's connecting you. Your users are looking for your service, and you as a business, you create a Google ad, and this Google ad is able to show your services to these people looking for your services. So how you do this? You're able to create ads. So you write a very good description about your ads. And then when people search for these services, you will be able to instruct Google that every time this keyword is searched for, then you want Google to show your ad to these people searching for your service in specific places. So let's talk about some of the advantages of using Google Ads. So one of the biggest and the most powerful reason why Google Ads is very popular as it is because of the high intent. See, when you go to Google, you're searching for something, say, for example, a 3-bedroom for sale, you actually want to buy that house. You have the intent. The difference with social media is the fact that, for example, on social media, you will be advertising to people who may not be interested in your service. They are just on their daily activities. They are browsing pictures and all that. But on Google, when someone actually takes that step of going to Google and searching for a specific service that you offer, then that tells you that this person is actually interested in what you have to offer. So another advantage is the fact that you can be able to strategically target your consumers. It's very powerful. There are so many ways that you can be able to target your consumers. So the biggest one is the fact that you can be able to define your audience. So you can define the demographics. You can say, I want to target 18 to 35-year-olds. You can target people who have previously engaged with you, maybe on your website. You can target people who have similar attributes to the people who have clicked your ads or people who have clicked or visited your website. So with all that, it guarantees you that you'll be able to reach people who mean a lot to your business and have the highest chances of conversion. So it doesn't become a spread and pray kind of marketing, but now it becomes a bit more focused with a good strategy in place. So another thing is you can be able to drive sales with action-centered ads. So the biggest advantage of this is depending on, irrespective of the objective that you have for running the Google ads, you can be able to do that, especially using something called extensions. So for example, assuming you have a store and you want to increase the foot traffic, you can be able to add your map. And once people see your ad, they can click on it and then they will get the direction. So are you looking for phone calls? You can also add a phone call extension. And once people see that, they can call you directly and they will be able to see, to call your business. So another thing is controllability. Of course, in Google Ads, you can use whichever budget you want. You can use $1 a day. You can use 1,000 a day. And then there's measurability. So this means that whatever you get, you will be able to see that this is what I got from the ads. So for example, I spent $100 and I was able to get 100 conversions. I was able to get this number of phone calls, among others. Another thing is accessibility. So you can be able to run Google Ads in whichever country you want. So assuming you have a branch in Kenya and now you want to scale up your business, you want to now go to another country in West Africa, you don't need to go there physically to buy space. You basically just need to define your demographics, your map, and say that you want to be able to reach people in this specific country. So managing a business is a full-time job, and that's why Google brought in the Google Smart Ads. So the biggest advantage of the Google Smart Ads is that you will still be able to get the advantage that you get with the full Google Ads, but now you will not need a lot of expertise in this, and you will not need a lot of time managing your ads. So what Smart Ads have done is they've taken care of most of the algorithms and most of the decisions which influence the kind of ad which will be shown. So that means what you only need to do is have some good descriptions for your services and products, and then you will easily be able to create ads for your business. So let me take you through. I want to show you how easy it is for you to be able to set up your business. I want to show you that it's actually very easy. It's not rocket science. So this is usually the starting point, whereby the first thing you will see is you will be asked to have your goal. So you need to define your goal. Are you looking for sales? Are you looking for website traffic? So in that option, you will select the smart campaigns. And once you select campaigns, you can see down there you are told to select what is your objective. So what do you consider a win for your business? Is it calls? Is it people visiting your website? You need to define that. So once you define that, then you will go to the next step. So in the next step, you will be directed to enter your business name and your website URL. So Wilfred already took you through what you need about Google My Business. So in case you do not have a website, so maybe Mzizzi can hook you up with that. If not, you can also have a Google My Business landing page. So the URL from Mzizzi or the URL from the Google My Business or any other website, this is the one which you will enter here on your business website. And then once you do that, you will be taken to another window whereby you'll be able to specify the areas that you want to advertise in. So assuming you have an office based in Nairobi Westlands, then you can specify and say, I only want to market to this specific suburb. You can say this specific city. You can even say the whole country. So this is where you define. And the good thing is you can already see that Google already shows you the potential audience size. So you can see your ads can reach up to this number of people if you advertise. So once you set that, you will see, you will also be needed to put your keyword themes. So by keyword themes, it means the words that describe the services that you have. So for example, assuming you have, let's take again the example of the real estate farm. If you have a real estate farm, you could say the first keyword theme will be probably the products you're selling, 2-bedroom houses for sale in Nairobi, 2-bedroom houses for rent in like something like that. So you define your keyword themes, you define the services that you offer. Again, that means when you define the keywords, it specifically means that someone else looking for a service that you defined here will be able to see your service once they search on Google Ads. Isn't that powerful? So you can already see you've been given the potential audience size. So from the first audience size you got when you defined the location that you want people to see your ads, now you can see the potential audience has narrowed down. So you're not just advertising to everybody, you are limiting the number of people to make sure that the people who see your ads are the ones highest likely to convert. And then you can see Google is very good, it's very smart. It's even added some more suggestions telling you from the keyword themes that you've defined, you can also add these other keyword themes. Now it's time to blow your trumpets. So this is where now you talk about your businesses. You have the headlines. So in the headlines, you need to define your services. And then in the description, that's where you bring the key selling points about your business. So you talk about what your business offers to make sure that this person searching for your ad will be able to, to want to buy from you because of the kind of descriptions that you have put up. So basically, this is where you convince a client that I want you to buy my product and service and not any other person. We talked about the fact that we have no issue with the cost that you put. So you can see here you can set up your own budget, but Google has already recommended a budget for you. But if you don't want the budget that has been defined, you can always enter your own budget. And then once you do that, you can see you can review your campaign. And when you're reviewing your campaign, you can see the kind of impressions, the kind of clicks that your ad is expected to get. So it's not, you're not just hoping for something. You already have you already shown the kind of results that you can get. And then once that, you can add some things called extensions. So extensions basically show some more power to Google Ads. So for example, you can add your phone number. So that means that anytime someone searches for the ad, they will see the ad, and down there they'll also be able to see your phone number. And if they're interested, they can just call you directly. So after that, you will need to put in your payment information. That's your card. And then, so that's for billing purposes. And then, yes, so you're already done. So that's how you can run your first ad. And I can also mention that the biggest power of Google Ads is the fact that they are called pay-per-click. So that means you only get charged the moment someone clicks on your ad. So assuming I search for a service that you offer and the ad comes up, but I don't click the ad, then I will not be charged anything. But so that means you'll be able to get the awareness for free. But anytime now someone is interested in your ad, that's the only time you will be charged. How awesome is that? So once now we've set up the ad, one of the other biggest power of Google Ads is the fact that you will be able to get the analytics. So you don't need to wait for someone to send a report every end of the week, but you already have a dashboard that you can log in every day and look and see whether your ads are performing well. So you will be, for example, for a local business, if you are connected with your maps, you will be able to see the number of people who search for your map. You will see your ad preview. You will see the number of clicks that you got for your ad and also the impressions. You will even see the number of people who clicked on your ad. So basically, you can be able to track the performance of your ads. So yes, thank you very much. And before I wind up, I also want to mention that at Africa On It, we offer free management and creation of Google Ads. So we have an offer from Google whereby you spend $50 and we match the amount. So spend 50, you get 100 worth of Google Ads and then we get to set them up for free for you. And we also get to send you reports so that we can grow your business. Thank you very much. Looking forward for future engagement with you. I've been informed that I can also continue with the other segment, which we had decided not to do because of time. So I will do it as fast as I can because it's also very important to grow your business. So we've talked about Google Ads and the power that Google Ads has for your business. So let's now talk about how you can use social media to grow your sales. So social media, basically, right now everybody is on social media. So that means it's one of the most natural places whereby you can sell to people because they are already in their natural habitat. They are commenting on pictures. They are posting for their family. So we'll talk about how you can be able to advertise on social media. So one of the first thing that you need to do is, of course, to create your profile. So once you create your profile, you have your brand. You already know your brand tones. You have your logo. You need to add all that. You need to create the usernames and add the business details. So now we'll discuss each social media profile independently. So some of the benefits of using social media, the first one is generating sales. So you can easily be able to generate sales. And then you will be able to add value to your brand. And then you will be able to improve your marketing because, again, you can also be able to target people based on a couple of things like the demographics, the areas that they live in. You can be able to build relationships and networks. So that means, for example, if you open a shop, then you can be able to build a community of followers who can ultimately become your brand influencer. So these are the people who will be telling people buy from this shop and not any other person. So basically, social media will help you stay competitive. So I will show you on how to create a social media strategy. There are some of the pillars to doing this. You will need to start by defining your audience and then defining your business goals and then your social media platforms. Then you will need to define your tone of voice. And then you also need to know what success is to you. So is it sales? Is it brand love? Is it community engagement? So you need to define all that. So let's start with defining the audience. So for the audience, depending on what you're selling, you need to know who you're selling to and what they are interested in and what influences them. So, for example, assuming I have the real estate I told you about, I want to know which geographical areas do I need these people to come from and what are they interested in. So that way you will be able to define a social media strategy, whereby you will be able to talk like your prospective buyers talk like, because at the end of the day, the goal is to make sure that you talk like your clients and not talk like you. Then you will need to define your goals. So what exactly is your plan when you're going to, you're creating your social media platforms? Is it for customer care? Is it for brand awareness? Is it for sales? And then once you're able to know that, then you will be able to know how to do it. You also need to know about the social media platforms because each social media platform comes with their advantages. So for example, the way what you want to achieve on LinkedIn could be completely different from what you want to achieve on Facebook. So for example, if you want a lot of, for example, organic reach and reaching professionals on their professional profile, then of course you would choose LinkedIn and not Facebook. Again, there's tone of voice. There's a tone that you want people to associate your brand. Would you want to be seen as, for example, a mature uncle who is giving advice to to other people? Would you want to be seen as a youth who is fashionable and cool? So you need to define your social media audience. So, and then with this is what will influence what exactly you are going to post on your social media platforms. So you also need to have your own company brand guidelines. So for example, this is the color we use. We don't use this color. This is the kind of tone we use. This is the kind of language we use. You need to have a personality for your own brand. So lastly, you need to know what success is to you. You need to be able to know whether your success is making sure that you have, for example, improved customer care support. Is that a win for you? Is it brand love? Is it awareness? Is it increased sales? Is it maybe phone calls from people who reached you on social media? You need to be able to define what success is to you. So now that we've talked about how you can create your own brand strategy, let's talk about some of the social media platforms that you use. So right now, there are so many social media platforms, and I'm sure most of the small to medium businesses usually have the pain of knowing which one exactly they want to use for their brands. So let's talk about some of the major social media platforms so that you can have an idea of which one to use for your company. So we start with Twitter, which offers the advantage of quick fire conversations and also PR. So for example, if you have an issue whereby someone has gone and said, I have an issue with this customer, it's one of the best tools that you can use to escalate and talk and calm the fire down. So again, if you're looking to, for example, to trend or to ask questions or to run polls, Twitter becomes one of your most powerful platforms. And then the fact that you can see a hashtag and you can write on it, especially if it's a good hashtag that can bring benefits to your company. So of course, there's Facebook. Facebook is one of the biggest social media platforms. Almost everybody is on Facebook. So on Facebook, there are some key elements that you can do. You can link your main website. You can add your opening hours. You can even add some buttons of what you want people to do when they are on your Facebook page. So for example, if you have a business that you want people to, maybe an e-commerce, then you can have a shop now button. If you want people to call you, you can have a call button. And then let me also mention that you can also be able to set up your own Facebook shop. So for example, if you have a physical shop and you want to be selling your own products, then you can be able to have a Facebook shop where people can come and browse on your catalog of products. And then you can be able to use your videos. So nowadays, a video is very powerful. By 2025, it's estimated 80% of the people will be using videos. So you can be able to use videos very effectively on Facebook. So as live videos, all stories. There's Instagram. So Instagram is like the new blogging platform. It also gives you a very powerful way of getting your message out there, easy on hashtags. And then on videos, you can use something called Reels. You can use live stories on Instagram, and you can also use live Instagram. Then there's LinkedIn. So LinkedIn, I mentioned that one of the biggest advantages of the LinkedIn is it gives you very good organic reach, especially if you use the hashtags very well. And then you will be able to get people on their based on their professional profiles on LinkedIn. So for example, if you were to advertise on LinkedIn, you can be able to say, I want to advertise to maybe doctors or engineers, and this will be a real doctor, not someone who's just given themselves a name about doctorship. And then another advantage is you will be able to share news and information which is in thought leadership, so that people will be able to see that this person is not just talking about it, but he or she seems to be well-versed in that particular topic. So let's talk about WhatsApp. So WhatsApp, again, is very powerful. It's a very good tool, especially when it comes to customer support. And then they've introduced a catalog on WhatsApp for business. So basically what this does is allows you to be able to share a catalog of all your products. So that means, for example, if someone asks you to show them, for example, some samples of some of the products that you have, you can easily be able to send them just a link, and from there they can browse and see all the products that you have. So in a nutshell, when you look at what we've just discussed today, we've just discussed Google Ads and social media. You will see that depending on the objectives that you have for your business, you will be able to use the different tools and the different platforms to be able to achieve different goals and objectives for your business. So that means if, for example, you're looking for leads and you're looking for them quickly, your brand becomes your platforms of choice becomes Google Search. If, for example, you're looking for awareness, you can look at social media. Again, if you're looking to have a shop whereby people can come and see all your products and your catalog, then you can be able to see the different platforms that you can work with. So thank you very much for the time. Looking forward to answering your questions later on. Thank you. So let's start by the Q&A. I can see we have a couple of questions. So the first question is going to Mzizzi. Mzizzi. So how does Mzizzi work if one has an existing website? So.
All right. Thank you for the question. So it's quite easy. If you have an existing website and you'd like to use the Mzizzi platform, then it's you just need to reach out to our support team who can help you migrate your existing website onto the Mzizzi platform. And our support team can be reached through the email of shop@Mzizzi, that is mzi.com. So if you drop an email, then our team should be able to reach out and guide you through the process of getting your existing website onto our platform.
Thank you, Davey. So the second question again is for you. Thank you, Davey. The second question is to you again. So it's opposite of what I already asked you. If one has no website, is it possible to get it?
Yes, again, it's very possible to get a website on Mzizzi. It's free actually. So you just need to go to mzizzi.com, mzzi.com. And from there, just click on the sign up button, fill in the form, and you're ready to get a site. And once that is done, then you should be able to work with us to also get your details onto the Google My Business profile.
Okay, thank you. I think you're very popular. Espas Kenya is asking, how are you guys doing on your side in terms of marketing through so that we can build your name as Mzizzi in the e-commerce platform?
All right. So for Mzizzi, what we do is, since we help businesses build storefronts, e-commerce websites, that are also mobile friendly, a lot of what we do is now help these businesses to now increase their sales. So the first step is getting your own website for your business. The second step is growing that brand, building sales for that business. And through partnerships like the one which we have with Google, where actually Google has offered to match whatever your ad spend is. So if you have an ad spend of about 5,000 shillings, then Google will also, through the partnership we have, give you an ad spend of another 5,000 shillings. So through such initiatives, we're able to businesses grow their sales and build their brands even more. Thank you.
Thank you, Davey. So the last question is to Wilfred. So if someone doesn't have a website, how do they benefit from Google My Business?
All right, so thanks so much for that question. I think this answered by Francia Kamau. So yes, even if you don't have a Mzizzi platform, or even if you don't have a website, you can still create a Google My Business platform. And this is just, as we saw earlier, this is just an online business profile for your business. So whether you have whether you have a website or not, you can still go ahead and create one. So what you need to do is just go on the link that was provided on the chat section, fill in your business information. It will come to us and will help you set up the business profile. And the beautiful thing about it is that I think as we've been told that you can get Mzizzi platform for free. At the same time, you can be able to get a free one-pager profile as well for your business. So the answer is yes, you can be able to get a business profile without a website.
Thank you, Wilfred. So now that we don't have any other question, let me invite our good gentleman from Mzizzi to give us the final remarks.
All right. So first of all, we'd like to thank everyone who attended the session. And one of the things that we'd like to inform all the entrepreneurs and the people that are intending to build their businesses is that with Mzizzi, what we do is we are able to help your businesses to find footing, grow. And once you have your own website, unlike building your business through a marketplace, you're able to build an identity which is able to take advantage of the many tools, like the tools that have been shared by Google. That is the Google My Business profiles. You're able to take advantage of advertisement using social media pages. So in closing, the things is we'd like, if you haven't signed up, reach out to the team. We would help you if you need help with advertising together with them from Africa 118 and Google. We'll help you run your adverts, and we don't charge for that. We offer these trainings to be able to help your team to grow and build a better business. And with that, I think that marks the end of the session. Thank you to everyone who attended. Goodbye.
Goodbye, everyone, for attending. Bye-bye.